All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our second and final live stream of today. We are in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're going to take a flying tour of Amsterdam. This is basically our flight plan for right now. We're going to take off and head towards the arena, and then we're going to just kind of cruise around the city here. We might do a couple laps around just to kind of check out, and then we're heading over here for our landing. So let's get in here and get going. I apologize for the slight delay. The things didn't want to cooperate the second time around. All right. All right, let's go in here and get this going here. All right. We're going to start up and then we'll... The good thing about this aircraft is I've got... let's see, there's a battery, alternator. Oop, I don't need that on. It's got a system where I can basically... I can utilize this for our navigating. Let's see, placard lighting. Oh, that's different. All right, where's my starter at? It's been a while. Oh, there it is, right over there. I think it's all. Oh, you know what? Let's see. All right, that. Oops. Ah, I turned off the fuel by accident. I think that should be okay now. Oh, let's get the prop up a little bit there. Nope, that didn't do it. Is there a mixture? Nope, just the throttle. Mixture, aha! There's our culprit right there. I should have gone over the startup the other day when I had a chance. There we go. Now that should do it. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put, where's my flight director? Right there. We're going to dial in, not that low. We're going to put about 1,500 feet, just so that we have a nice view and we don't have to worry about anything. I'm just going to go ahead and put some altitude climb in. And then we'll use the heading mode. All right, so let's call in and ask for permission to skedaddle. Okay, I thought I'd put on a... All right, so let's go. We'll just kind of turn here. See where our... Boy. Oh, there we go. It's right there. Okay. Let's let our co-pilot talk to ATC or whoever so we get it. I don't think we'll need an updated altimeter reading, but we'll find out once we get in the air. You know, we're just going to go from here. Screw it. We'll go heading mode, and we're going to have to churn. Once we get in line, I'll pop outside here and all right, I think we're on our way here. All right, here we are. Try to slow down just a bit here. Yeah, I just figured since we're flying out of here tomorrow, I just thought it'd be a good way to kind of get have some time over the area. So, yeah, because we're flying out of here tomorrow, going towards Brussels. Should be a nice little flight in the Junkers, or not the Junkers, the Fokker F7B. My mind is all over the place right now. I don't know why, but anyway. So yeah, we're going to fly out of Amsterdam's major airport. We're going to kind of fly near there as we go towards our landing point. All right, I just need to make a small adjustment here. Oops. Make sure we stay in line, kinda. So yeah, we'll fly out of here tomorrow on our way to Brussels. It should be a really nice flight. I'm literally looking forward to that tomorrow. And that should be a good time. In the another tri-motor plane, high wing design, not the low one like the Junkers 52. So yeah, different view, pretty much. Yeah, really looking forward to that. So our first point should be, there's a arena right around here. Now I put there it is right there. right there. Now, I've never been through Amsterdam. I've heard it's really nice. I've heard especially in the downtown area along the canals and everything, is a really nice area. Amsterdam has a history of, well, see, I've heard some things are myths and some things are true about the use of drugs and what's legal and what's not. I've heard like some people say like everything's legal there. I've heard some people say that's not the case. I don't know what is truth and what is urban legend, so to speak. So I don't really know. But I've wanted to visit the city because the architecture and everything here is really amazing, I think. It doesn't look like it from here, although I think when we get closer to the city, we'll see things a little bit better. Now, the other thing, too, is, while I think of it, while we pass over, look at this. This is a nice arena here. Wow, pretty amazing. We got a train station right by there, which is really handy, so you don't have to drive and pay for parking. Doesn't look like there's much parking. Well, maybe there's a parking garage near there, but I think the train is probably the cheaper option. So I'm going to post a link about the upcoming plane. Now, I did some searches about what we're getting here. What is the next legendary area legends? I'm trying to find a good picture here to give. Alright, I think this is good. Hopefully this works and people can see. You know. Here, I'll post this link here. And you can learn about the history of it. It's a pretty interesting looking plane. It's basically like a flying boat. Wait, didn't take us long to get here. Oh, we gotta go over there. Alright, let's take a quick detour over that way to the right. We can circle around a couple times. We're not in any hurry. So yeah, I'm really curious about it, but what I'm more curious about is the fact that I don't know that we have any waterway. You know, where are we going to take off and land at? You know, so yeah, that's the only. Yeah, I think this is part of the port here. Here's those famous sort of waterways here and around the city. Yes, somewhat reminiscent of Venice. The canals and everything. Hello, Einer. Oh, no worries. We haven't been going for too long. We're just got over here. We're just going to kind of circle around and enjoy the sights of Amsterdam. Boy, not turning enough here. Alright. I'll go ahead and just turn it myself and then re-engage the autopilot. otherwise would be. I think I can fly it manually. I wanted to try to keep a reasonable altitude so we can see, because if I have to fly it by hand, then it's going to be, oops. There we go. That'll work. Yeah, I think a lot of people want to. There's a lot of places people want to visit once. Well, that's a bait. That's a bridge. It looks like. I think. All right. So it seems like we are. Oh, I know why, because the heading mode isn't engaged. Yeah, it is. Why is it going wonky, though? Alright, it's kind of doing its own thing now. Wanted it to hold an altitude. Now it just wants to do its own thing. I can't get it to... Oh, because the autopilot's off. That's why. Duh. Hello, Axel. I was there often. One of my best friends lives there. We couldn't see each other for 2 years. Yeah, I hope it works out for you. Nice to go visit friends and everything again. We got to come back around here. We're missing some stuff. Unfortunately. We need to do like almost a 180 here. Try to get back in line here and cruise back around. I'll go pop back outside once we're heading the correct direction here. Make sure I don't stall the plane either while we turn. All right, I think I got this going kind of. So we're gonna go right over the main railway station here. We'll just kind of cruise out here for a little bit, and we'll swing back around and try to make a couple passes here. So we're in no hurry. Okay, wow, look at that railway station. Looks very modern. I'm wondering if they incorporated some of the designs of the previous railway station here and added to it and modernized it. Wow, those buildings seem like they're at a weird angle as we fly over. Doesn't seem like a very natural, although they seem curved along the lines of the railway there. Kind of strange. I don't see... Oh, is that a bridge back there? Maybe we could fly under sometime? I mean, I always like to try to find bridges to fly under whenever possible. Oops. Come back around here. Now, it looks like there's a... That's the Rijksmuseum? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Oh, oh, okay. So whatever was there, they may have demolished it and just built, or, you know, they incorporated some parts of the old station and just modernized everything else, which seems to be the case in a lot of European cities. They don't want to get rid of everything that's old because there's some familiarity with it. It's very historic, and they don't want to just, I guess, lose that history, or the design that people put forth. Everything. Wow, look at this museum. This looks amazing. Looks like you got some kind of a park there nearby. Wow, that looks amazing. Look at that. All right, let's come around again to the right once more. Sorry, I'm popping in and out trying to... This plane's a little bit faster than I was expecting, but that's okay. We can, like I said, we can do... We can make several passes around just to kind of check out the area and see what other interesting things we see. Trying to keep an eye on the chat as well in case anybody posts anything of interest. Some people might have been here before and know a little bit more about the history of the area. Wow, look at this port. What is that? It almost looks like an office building, but I don't know. What is that? That looks amazing, but also a little bit weird. I'm kind of just throwing this thing around here. Trying to Right, there's the Royal Palace. This is what the Amsterdam. I'm not sure what that is. But there's the Royal Palace, and then over there, I think, is the main church of Amsterdam. I think is what that's supposed to be. Let's go ahead. Come around here again. We'll just circle around a few times, and then we'll. Hello, Chris. Nice to see you here. Oh, I cannot get this thing to turn. It's like a very tight turn. We can try to see some more of this stuff. It's what I noticed before is it's really yeah, I have those, but I was looking for something where I could kind of just put on the autopilot and then, you know, just make some small adjustments just so that we hold at an altitude that is good. Because if I try to fly it by hand, then I can't go outside and kind of, you know, hang out outside and show the, yeah. So hopefully we can come back around here and go towards those other buildings. It's a bit it's like trying to guess which way to go, you know. So yeah, it's just a bit of a challenge sometimes, but we're getting there. Like I said, if we can go around as many times as we want just to kind of hopefully get an idea of what's really here and some things about the area. There we go. I think finally we're going to turn kind of towards these buildings. Trying to get by that. It looks like the big church there. I like the architecture of these old, you know, like kind of Gothic looking churches, you know, really amazing architecture. Boy, I just cannot get. Every time I turn towards there, it's like I'm not turning enough, and then I'm like, you know, trying to turn. It's like all this stuff is right there in like one little area. Right, here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to do the autopilot off here, and I'm just going to churn. I'll put the autopilot back on here in a moment, and we'll just. There we go, finally. Yeah, that looks like the main church there downtown. There's the Royal Palace. Not far from the church. That looks like a huge Gothic style church there. I think that's a church. It's either a church or like a big town hall kind of thing, but it looks like a church. I'm guessing that's what it. Yeah, it looks like a church. So anyway, kind of reiterating from earlier, we're expecting Iberia to be updated. That'll be the world update Tuesday, and then with that will be the release of the that Dornier aircraft. I put the link in there. If you scroll up, it'll have the link to the to an idea of what the aircraft is like. Autopilot on. Autopilot is on. Okay, so we'll get settled down here and then we'll turn towards the airport. A lot of rail stuff here, it looks like. I'm guessing that's for a lot of the commerce, a lot of the shipping stuff. Passengers, probably a lot of people. I'm guessing some people own cars, but most people probably take the train. It's like a soccer pitch right there. Looks like maybe some more training soccer pitches back there. Yeah, really picturesque. There's the main airport there. That's where we're going to take off from tomorrow on our way to Brussels in the Fokker. The F7B in the KLM livery that came out with the update for Australia, because those planes did fly in Australia. They considered it like a local legends, but we're going to take off from the international airport here in Amsterdam. Leave it top of the car. Oh, Addies, what are you like today? Oh, we are heading away from where we want to go. That's okay. We'll turn eventually. We got time. We're just going to kind of cruise around here. We're not going to go over the airport directly. I saw a video that was posted on YouTube the other day, and I did watch it, but somebody in like a little Cessna or something flew over an international airport, which was a big no-no. Yeah, big, quite a few runways here, and then it's so big that they have. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's like 5 runways. There's one like that's kind of way off on its own that they. As part of it, but it's like a long taxi to get over there or something, you know. Yeah, we'll take off out of here tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think there's a 5th one, but it's all connected to the big airport here. I can't imagine trying to fly in and out of here. It must be just a huge airport to try to get through. We are definitely heading kind of away from our. Let's turn a little bit back this way. There we go. Kind of skirt the edge here of the airport. Yeah, the last airfield or airstrip part of the airport is over here, I believe, on this side. It seems like an afterthought. That's why it's like, I think it's over this way, if I remember the layout of the airport correctly. The local airport, it's not that big, but it was in the news at least because 2 planes had to go around. Oh. Yeah, I think go-arounds, sometimes they're fairly common, you know, if you're missing your approach or maybe ignoring ATC's instructions or the tower's instructions, you know, which, you know, if you ignore it so often, I would imagine sooner or later you're going to get you're going to get pretty much told off. Okay, let's see. There's the other runway over there. So that's the 5th runway. I thought it was farther over here, but that's it right there. It's kind of hidden. So there's 5 runways here for the. Yeah, because I think if you ignore, pretty soon you're going to get there's going to be an FAA investigation if you're in America, at least. I don't know. Somebody's going to investigate you for not following instructions and stuff like that. So, yeah. Let me pull back on the prop just a bit because it seems like we're overdoing it on the prop. I keep seeing that red warning light. Pardon me, I need to blow my nose real quick. All right, much better. Had a runny nose there for some reason. I saw a windmill over here. Where'd it go? Oh, over there. Okay. So yeah, if we just fly this way, we'll eventually kind of intersect our destination airport. It looks like it's an airport for like a glider club. So it'll be a grass strip, I believe. So should be a nice little landing there. We'll put it on the ground pretty soon. We'll wrap the stream up for the day. And yeah, thank you all for coming in and hanging out. Tomorrow's flight will be, I think, about an hour or two. I forget. I didn't write down the possible call sign or flight time, not call sign, flight time. But we'll enjoy that. We'll just have some nice weather for the flight. Nothing too severe, one way or the other. So yeah. So appreciate everybody coming in. Appreciate. I've got some new folks over on Twitch. Some of them came in with Captain Arish. If you guys missed Friday's flight, we had a raid from Captain Arish and some of the folks that are followers of his Twitch raided my channel. And Super Hyphen followed me yesterday while we were. I flew for a little while with Allison and a bunch of folks that normally fly with her. Did about an hour flight down in going from Bolivia to Peru in the Dair 930, and it was a challenge to say the least, because it's, you know, you're doing all these twists and turns in the canyon and following this river, and it's you could easily miss your turn and coming back around and everything. So I flew for about an hour, which was a lot of fun. And then but I thought they were flying for about 6 hours, or they streamed for about 6 hours, but I think total time was about 6 or close to it for hello Luis. Yesterday, so I've kind of kept an eye on them the whole way and just listened to what they were doing. They stopped off at a few little airports to land and get a little bathroom break and all that and stretch, because otherwise you're busy flying. Like they weren't using autopilot for like the first almost half of the flight, and then eventually they got up to altitude and just kind of cruised, and so it was a little bit easier to take a breather. But all right, so our airport is right, our landing strip, I should say. Let's see, it is EHNO. So we're going to call over to EHNO and ask for permission to land. It's probably going to be a traffic thing, but that's all right. Well, there it is, the glider field. Yes. We're going to come in on runway. Let's go to runway. Let's see, which way are we heading now? We're on a 262, so let's go to runway 9. We'll come back around and land that way. All right, so we're going to ignore that, but that's our little landing strip there. It should be all grass. So we're going to go ahead and turn that off. And we'll go out over the water here and then turn to the right and come back in. Get some flaps down to start slowing down a little bit. We don't want to slow down too much. Did I hit the wrong button? I think I did. Yes, I did. I hit the... That's what I wanted. Yeah, I do appreciate everybody coming in. The channel's growing, both here on YouTube and Twitch. I do greatly appreciate it. Some people do. Okay, naked HD. Here you go again. You're you're subverting the bans. Okay, I'm just going to keep reporting you for the spam and the pornographic content. You're just wasting your time here. So, yeah, some people do, like, they are very much about the doing everything. Like, if you watch Captain Arish, he'll do like when he's in the 172, he'll go through the whole checklist. He's got it right there in front of him. He'll go like, okay, do this. He does it all before, you know, he just doesn't hit the start button and go. He does like a whole procedure thing, which I think is really cool. You know, if you want that much immersion during the flight, or, you know, when you're flying. But yeah. Yeah, some people do. That's their thing, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know. But they don't expect, you know, like when I fly with him, he doesn't expect everybody to do that like he does. It's just that's just part of his thing, which I respect. You know, that's pretty cool to do all that. All right, we got to fly up the coast here just a bit. Then we'll turn in. Some more flap down here. We don't want to go too... Alright, that should be our airport, should be like right... Okay, there it is right there. Our grass field there. We're going to come in kind of over the trees. Gotta lose some altitude here. So it looks like either way we would have been coming in over the trees. I was wondering which one would be the most clear route into the runway here. It looks like this one is. Alright, we should be at full flaps now. Well, it's just, that's his thing, and you know, if you spawn in ahead of him, you're gonna wait. But it takes some time because he usually goes over like the flight plan and all that. Alright, give me just a second here, let me put this thing on the ground and we'll talk more. Alright, there we are. We're going to turn off up here, off to the side, say we're clear, and then we'll get things shut down here in a moment. There we are. On behalf of myself and the entire flight crew, we'd like to thank you for flying with us today over Amsterdam. We know and appreciate that you have many options when it comes to your flying tours in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we're glad that you chose to fly with us today. Do join us tomorrow in the Fokker F7B Amsterdam to Brussels. Should be a nice flight. 7:30 Eastern, 11:30 UK. We're going to go a little bit later because the time change is throwing people off immensely, it seems. So we're going to try to deal with that. Let's go ahead and let them know we are clear of the runway. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and shut it down. And we'll just hit the battery. Let's master the battery. There we go. Ta-da! The dunes with the forest looks... Yeah, it does. Anyway, that is going to do it for today, folks. I do greatly appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. Sorry for the slight late start. Things weren't kind of wanting to cooperate for the second part of the second stream of today. But anyway, that will do it for now. I will see you all tomorrow. It says EHNO vicinity. I landed right. I thought I landed on the strip, but I guess it's not giving me credit. Well, it gave me credit, but it says the vicinity, not on the actual run. Anyway, I will see you all tomorrow morning, 7:30 Eastern, 11:30 UK. So I will see you all then. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday morning, afternoon, evening, whatever the case may be, or early Tuesday or early Monday, depending on where you are in the world. It might be already that time for you, possibly. I'm not sure. Until then, peace. Live long and prosper.